Hello, everybody. We'll get started here in a minute. You got time to go get your cup of coffee. YouTube, go on and send the notifications out there. I ain't seen no chat rolling here yet. Hey, Jazzy. Jazzy, I'm glad to see you. Hey, Jazzy, I want to go ahead and tell you something. Did you know that I was waiting for you to come back to Grandma's where I could add you back as a mod and you never come back? But I'm glad to see you. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Drummerson. Nicole. Hey, y'all, I finally, can you believe it? I finally got some good news. Oh, no. That ain't the way us YouTubers think. Oh, Jazzy. That ain't the way we think. We let a few more people get in here, y'all. Watch 2 or 3 people leave. Everyone, but I always love you, Danny. Yeah, I know you did, Jazzy. I know you did. And I did you too. Hey, I knew that. I knew you always loved to get in here and watch the night videos. I'm really glad to see you back. When you get back over there on Mama's, I'm gonna put you back as a mod, you know. And I put everybody back, and I was waiting on you to come back, and waiting and waiting. I even added some new ones. Uh, so am I ever going to get out of block me? What block me, Pam? Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Pam. You got to talk to your boyfriend. You got to talk to your boyfriend. He's the one there, Pamela. He's the one got you. I am blocked on Grandma's and Stephen's boat. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, you just hear what I told you, didn't you? You got to talk to your boyfriend about that. He's the one that done that. It wasn't me. It's just not him. Blocked on grandma's. He done it on grandma's too. He done it on grandma's too. I'm telling you. I don't know what he got mad about. He got mad about something. How's that? What did you do, Pamela? Teddy said, what did you do? Yeah, I didn't do it, Pamela. Steven's a mod on grandma's channel. Hey, he got mad about something. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what he got mad about, but he got mad about something. Y'all think I'm the one got the bad temper? I ain't got no bad temper. Hey, I don't know. I don't know. He got mad about something. I know usually if I block somebody, I'll block them everywhere. If I do one, I usually block them everywhere. But that's just me. Really about the most times reason I'm blocking people is for like, okay, Pamela. Most time it's like them advertising their channel and like keep on doing it. And then we just have some people that just go bad, you know. And I mean, you don't know why. You don't. You don't even. You never. You hardly ever know why. I mean, people that you're friends with, you know. But I'll give you a hint. I think he thinks you was in on something. You know, that's just now coming to my memory. I don't think fast. I think he thinks you was in on something. And like I say, I just think that. Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying there, Jack. Took me a second, but he's got. Don't worry about it, Miss Danny. I'm over it. Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember. You know, he he wanted me to do it. Once no, you want to do it, you do it. But let me tell you, in case y'all don't know, he don't watch me. Well, he might sometimes, but he watches less, more or less than often. But he knows everything I say. 'Cause there's people that go just as straight to him as they can go and tell what I said. But I hardly ever just get mad at nobody, there was one woman there, that like I was giving hell here, week or so ago. Look here, she's plenty guilty. She's plenty guilty of doing a bunch of stuff. She ain't been back. Well, naturally she's watching, but she ain't showed up in chat. I know she's got a bunch of names, but she has done some stuff now. I was talking about she like would do some stuff and then she would wait for the water to calm and then she'll slip back around behind you and doing it again. Change her name. And then, and that might have something to do with it there. And then, appear to y'all as innocent. But actually it started with her a while back, this particular one. It started with her a while back. But somebody that knew her in person called and told us some stuff that knew her. I don't mean that like lived in another state. I'm talking about lived there where she lives. And I asked her about it, and I knew what I was talking about. She ought to knew. She ought to knew. I knew before I said anything. She'd have said, "Yeah, I doing it. I'm sorry, that's over with." But she lied about it. And then she just doubled down, lying even more. And I talked to her on the phone. And she tells y'all she ain't got Facebook, but she does. And Tammy heard me talking to her, and Tammy said she's lying. Well, somebody can sound convincing. But the source that made the phone call was just too reliable, you know. It was too reliable. And you could tell it was like she knew about the situation. So, they wasn't no denying. And then I think she's like pulling some stuff on Steven's channel again. Well, there's a person I have blocked that's pissed. Yeah. Well, I think, hey, I'm just guessing right here now. I just don't mean, so I'm telling you I'm guessing. You understand? Ain't what I'm saying. When I tell you like I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you now I'm guessing. I think he thinks you in cahoots with her, talking to her on the phone, and let's let's nail him to the wall. That's what I think. Oh no, I ain't talked to him. I ain't talked to him in 2 weeks. I don't hardly ever talk to him. I don't never talk to him. We don't get on the phone like women and gab. When we do talk, it's like more important, stuff like YouTube and when they was going on a vacation and stuff like that. We don't get on there and just gossip and talk about the YouTube people. They ain't told me nothing. Ain't told me nothing about you. But that other woman, whenever she does show her face, see, I'll give her hell, boy. And I've tried to let it go, but I have give her hell on here. And I tried to let it go, but like she's somebody, and when she hangs the phone up, she calls somebody else. And when she hangs the phone up, then she calls somebody else. And then just to be honest with you about it, see, I'm remembering. Hey, family, you told on one of them videos you had everybody's phone number. You said, I got everybody's number. You said, I got everybody's number that's in chat. Hey, Michelle. And, it might have took that and run with it. I don't know. But, like, he don't hold grudges. But, and people might be telling him stuff. If somebody's going to do something on YouTube unhanded, you better mind who you're talking to, because people will call us and tell us. Well, I know a lot of people talk on here. It's the Facebook crowd, That's where they get together and exchange phone numbers. But I remember you saying, I have everybody's phone number in chat. I remember you saying that on chat. I have everybody's phone number that's on chat. And believe me, he catches hell. He catches hell, man. Like, you see women like just blow up, and You know what I mean? He can't be everybody's girlfriend. There's no way. And they uh the women love him. There's no I mean some of them do, you know. And they want him by themselves. They don't want him to talk to nobody. And I don't even know if he does that. You know, I know he used to a little bit, but I told him, you know, to like, you know, to lay off of that. Because some of these women that love him, they want more. And then whenever they can't get him, I mean, then they go nuts. You know, I mean, he's going to get tired of that stuff one day, you know. Hey, you know how all men supposed to love women and all that, and be wanting every woman they can get their hands on? Not me. Not me. Ain't no way I would trade places. And I'm sure he wouldn't trade places with me. I guarantee he wouldn't trade places with me. But like, I'm just a one woman kind of man, you know. I like women. I like to look at women. And I've been at parties and stuff where women was topless. I'm good with all that right there. But like that hands on stuff, that's where I draw the line. Or they start trying to come on you too strong, you know. And then I draw the line. I just ain't I just ain't good with all that. I got your number, Jazz. I think I talked to you one time. And I tried to call you back one time to tell you something, and I didn't get no answer, and I didn't ever try to call you back again. And I mean, you might not even have the same number no more. I don't know. Yeah, well, it's probably over a year ago when I tried to call you. I don't know what I was going to tell you. I have no idea. I'm a one woman man. Y'all heard me talking about the no count girl before. Hey, tell me, you know, remember the no count girl? Everybody thought was no count. Me and her went to some go kart races. This is when me and Jamie split up. And she wasn't a threat to me. She wasn't like trying to mess with me. And I did like her though. And she did like me a lot. We was at this go-kart racing or something like that. I don't remember. I don't hardly remember. But the only thing I do remember is she got up to go get us a Coca-Cola and a hot dog or something. And as soon as she walked off, another woman in them stands walked down there and started talking to me. And then I mean I wasn't. I don't know how the woman in the stands could tell. I reckon the woman thought, the woman that was in the stands thought I just had her for one thing that night. I reckon. Probably what she did think, but the other woman that's in the stands was pretty. She was gonna move in there and knock that other girl out, see. But it didn't work. She even come back and tried that a second time. When she got up and left again. Hey, well, I'm glad you come in here, though. I've dozed off and on and slept. And today, and this right here is like when I'm wide open. Hey, it's all right with me. That ain't no big thing to me, Pamela. Hey, I mean, hey, I don't sit around and worry about YouTube too much. Hey, that's usually the way we do. That's the way I do. If I block somebody, I'll sit here and cut all these computers on, block them everywhere. That's the way I do. But it's mostly people. It's mostly people like keep on mentioning their channel. I I know that y'all that might seem harmless. It might seem like it's harmless, but like believe me, they know what they doing. They know what they doing. When they keep on saying my channel, my channel, my channel, it's not an innocent mistake. They know what they doing. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Yeah. Uh, One of these men, I had done blocked him everywhere. And I seen him on Steven's TT account with his channel name. And he was doing it to it, boy. I mean, I reckon he got TikTok. Well, I mean, I reckon he's putting videos on there. I don't know. Hey, Peter. I reckon, I mean, he probably does. But he was ringing the bell. And I got hold to the person that helps him, or the persons that help him. I said, he got to go. But he wasn't sitting here doing like y'all, You can see them people from a mile away, the one that's advertising. Have somebody doing it on Tammy's channel, 3 or 4 days ago. And I believe he was new. And I seen him keep on saying stuff. And I blocked him, and Tammy said, I didn't want you to block him. She said, I'll tell him when he comes back in there. I said, all right, well. I unblocked him, but he ain't been back. Not that I've seen. Hey, I don't know you at all, Pam. I don't know. I don't know nobody. I don't know hardly nobody. I know your name. I know people's name. But like, I'm not locked into chat so much that I can write a book on nobody. I mean, I know who's, and I just pretty much know your name. I don't study who is this person and who is that person. But and see, somebody might ask you about something on your channel. I say that's, people just don't know. And, you look over that. But when you got somebody that's like in there ringing the bell about my channel, and I've seen this woman on Grandma's channel. She's just sitting there aggravating the hell out of everybody and about, I missed you on my live. And, she was going to bake a cake on her next video. And like, I pick up on that stuff quick. And, you just don't do that. You don't go stand in front of a store, telling people I got a store right down there. And telling everybody you see, and when, so I tell y'all something you might not realize. And this is funny to me. It's really kind of, you wouldn't think it. But like, if grandma's got if grandma's live, the audience is kind of focused on grandma, and I can get in there and 2 or 3, might be 4 people speak to me, And same with Stephen. He can get in there, might be 3 or 4 people speak to him. If he's, chatting. But, and then if you are live, like me, if I am live, then everybody's talking to me, and then uh, so the chatters are kind of with who they with, whoever they watch. And they not really studying no outside, you know. Hey, maybe y'all can explain that one to me, but I know it's like that. Hell, Stephen thinks like, damn, everybody done forgot about me on Grandma's channel. But I mean, it's just that's something I noticed a long time ago. I about thought the same thing, but it's just kind of like that. Now you figure that one out. You'll be a good in there. Because I have no answer for it. I mean, even like I can even get on Tammy's channel when she's doing a live and say something else. I don't mean that people say nothing back, but it's it's just like that. And I done thought about it a couple times when I was telling y'all. I'm just on here just talking anyway. I do got some good news for y'all. I really do got some good news, ain't? I guarantee you. It helped my heart. But today Tammy done live, and I knew time she started talking, her mic wasn't working. And we got mic adjustments on here. I told her to turn her mic up. I mean, I know this stuff. And I'm sitting there watching on the computer. I can tell when she's got that mic on and when she ain't. And I knew that mic wasn't on. I don't know why the mic wasn't on. She had it plugged in. Sometimes you can just unplug them and plug it back into the phone. And it'll, pick up and start working. But there was people in there saying, I can hear you. Some people saying, I can't hear you too good. And people were saying, I can hear you just fine. But I mean, it wasn't just fine. And she never did get it. She never did get it. When y'all see her on her live, get her to tap that mic. Listen to this, y'all. I got the same mic here she was using today. I'm fitting to tap this mic. Listen to it. That's when you know a mic is working. If you see musicians and stuff, you probably ain't never paid it no attention, but they'll tap that mic. Now, that mic wasn't working the whole entire time. You really need one when you're outside, unless you're close up to that camera. If you're up there close to the camera, it's okay. Like Grandma don't use no mic. She's plenty loud. And like everybody just don't understand and realize everything like what I do. I was telling her in here today, when she finally come in, I said, tap that mic. You know what she was doing? This is what she was doing. But she wasn't asking y'all. I say, what good does it do to tap the mic if nobody don't know to listen to the tap? And I know everybody thinks they know, but I actually do know. And I ain't feel like messing with that mess. Every time she goes out in the yard, I wind up having to go to the front door. And, she's got some videos she's made that it ain't been made public yet. And every time she gets on there, it's something. I go to the front door, and she was out there. The last one I'm talking about, it ain't been made public yet. She didn't take the mics with her, and she's standing a good ways off talking. I said, you can't hardly hear you talking. I went to the front door and hollered out there, can't hardly hear you talking. She said, well, I'm standing right up in front of the camera. I said, you are now. Like, man, Lord have mercy, man. Give me a break once in a while. Then I went back to the door. I said, just don't talk. I said, you can do a voiceover on it. Just don't talk. And do Gandhi. I just told her not to talk. And she don't understand everything. So, how I can take this program like what I got here, and she can go out there and film and talk a little bit and stuff like that. And then she can get on here and talk the way I'm talking. Oh, I can play that video there and talk while they talking. I said, listen, you either got to talk on the video or not talk. I said, you and the video can't both be talking at the same time. And I'm telling you, it's a mess. It is a mess. Trying to keep everybody straight. All right, y'all. So that's enough of that. Like, I'm the person that's in the pit that's looking like somebody might be in the picture. Steven's standing there looking at the picture, or Tammy's standing there looking at the picture, and I'm standing back looking at Steven looking at the picture, but I can see the whole forest You know, I mean, I don't mean to sound, uh, I don't mean to sound like that, y'all, but I mean, like, I know this stuff, you know? And I mean, you know, I'm on a level that I don't know nobody that's on as far as YouTube. I don't know nobody that's on my level. You know, that's the way it is, you know. I mean, I just tell it like it is, you know. I don't know nobody on my level. And I'm not talking about people like you see on YouTube and stuff, you know, a bunch of them. I mean, they're not even halfway on my level. I seen a man the other day. He got a popular channel. And he done an edited video. Them's actually the best kind of edited video. And he was sitting in his car and he was talking in his car. And like when you see an edited video, you might not realize that they are pausing while they are talking. They make it look like they talking, you know, just straight, you know, not waiting 10 seconds and all that. So it appears to you like, well, damn, they good talkers, you know, but they actually not. They just editing. Okay, so back to the man sitting in the car. He was at this lake, at this boat ramp, but nobody down there. The water was calm, and there was an alligator swimming by real slow, so you could see it, you know. And he was sitting in the car talking, and he was editing that video because the reason I know it was because the alligator would jump ahead to another spot, and then he spliced the video, and it jumped ahead to another spot. So really, these people that's making these videos are pretty much doing like I'm doing. They pausing. You just don't realize it. Now, grandma, when she does videos, she don't hardly pause. I mean, she's just a natural born talker, you know. You won't hear her pausing and thinking and all that, you know, like what I do. But anyway, uh, that man was editing that video and he's got a successful channel. But even if you was watching, you would know. You would know. And I see that all the time because I'm an editor. I did see the other day that like there's people that get on here and make the footage, you know, and they send it to somebody like me to edit for them, and they like the going price to edit a video is about $50. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, Jazzy, you can you can do that cut without anybody knowing it. Oh, so like y'all seen the video, I'm sure, of where I done the song for Steven and he was out there smiling, had the girl dancing and everything. Mostly when I was doing the splits, I ain't calling them CUT because YouTube don't like that, but that's actually what it is. When I'm doing the splits and putting it together, I'm doing the split behind a picture. So the video plays, and then it's showing a picture of them. And while it's showing that picture, that's where I spliced it together. So you ain't seeing a bunch of splits, splices. But like, hey y'all, there's not many people on my level. I'm telling you. but but I didn't know this, you know. I knew that that you can pay people to edit your videos and stuff like that, and people do, especially like big YouTubers. You know, their mind is valuable. Just thinking, and they might start out doing their own editing, but I mean, they more valuable just thinking about a video than sitting there editing a video. But now I didn't know this, y'all, but you can have somebody making your thumbnails for you. You can have somebody, I don't even know what all it is they do. But you can just uh, make your footage and get everything done for you. And there's people doing that. Hey, Glenda, thank you. Oh, man. Hey, thank you, Glenda. How about that, y'all? How about that? Thank you so much, Glenda. Y'all tell Glenda thank you for me. That's mighty nice, She could just sit here and listen and not seeing nothing. I am feeling better. That's part of the good news, about this. Um, this is kind of, oh yeah, let me kind of finish about that, about there's new people that's starting that's doing that. They going in the hole. You can't, you can't pay people to do all that. Hey, Miss Ellen, you can't pay people to do all that stuff and come out, unless your channel breaks out big. And there was a woman that I seen the other day. Her channel was I don't know, a month old. She's actually breaking out pretty good. But and her channel's 6 weeks old. But the woman ain't no beginner. I don't know. She might be doing what I was telling y'all, somebody doing her editing, somebody making her thumbnails, somebody transcribing the video and doing all the stuff, whatever it is, all they do. But like, you don't start out with your first video knowing how to put, you don't even know to put font on your video. If you're just starting out, and like you realize one day, man, I might need to put some fun on my thumbnail. Like on mine here, I got, good news on it, kind of give somebody an idea, people judging a book by its cover, stuff like that, that, my thumbnail's got good news. My title is I Got Good News. Now, y'all, I've been thinking about this invalid traffic here, y'all. And I think I discovered something. It hit me till today. Listen to this man here for a minute. I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but you can listen for a minute.
What I'm seeing right now is very concerning for my channel because YouTube, for some reason, I recently looked at my YouTube analytics and I saw that my revenue is now down this month. And it's not just down by a little bit. That happens off and on, but my revenue is almost 1/3 of what it normally is. And if you could just imagine yourself as a business owner, if you owned a business, you have
Hear that, y'all? So you know what the subject is there. I don't want to say this too much out loud. Matter of fact, I want you to get what I'm saying without me having to say it. The word. You see that title to that man's video? Them last two words. I don't want to say this out loud. And there's a bunch of people getting hit with that right there. I would have never dreamed my channel would get hit with that. Not this channel. There's like just a couple of key things here, Whenever they do that, you don't make as much money. Hear that man talking about a third? You reckon that's a plan, y'all? Hey, the videos are still playing. You reckon that's a plan? Seem like they'd say, well, this video here called Good News has got that word right there. Them two words. So that's why we took it down. So see, they know which video is the problem, but they won't tell you. And this goes on and on and on. I just got lucky, y'all, and found out. I just figured out which videos I had that was doing that. But if you get hit with this, I mean, man, you are lost. I mean, you are lost. And I just wonder if it might be a plan. Like Tom Selleck says, that mortgage where you borrow money and you can live in your house until you're gone. This is not a plan to steal your house. And hell, it is a plan to steal your house. You go watch videos about it if you're thinking about doing that. It is a plan to steal your house. This might be a plan, y'all. I won't tell you which video. And they know which one it is, too. Or if it's multiple. Matter of fact, they tell you one or more. You're talking about, like, hold on. Is it one or more than one? You look at your channel, you got 800 videos, man. Like, what am I going to do? I just got lucky and figured out that's why I was in such a bad mood the other morning. Because I knew the video I made, I don't think they want you to see it. Where I showed you the 100% fix. I don't think they want nobody to see it. That's what I think. You see that man there, he made that video 11 months ago and it got 2,600 views. 48,000 subscribers there. Let's say 49. Y'all see that? 49,000 subscribers. He got 2,600 views. You know what the good news is? Well, let me tell you, before I tell you the good news. It don't always show up that, them two words, it shows it on your channel. Like, y'all can't see it, but like we can see it. If we go, look, we can see it. But like, you can have them two words and not know it. It might not be shown up on your channel. I seen somebody that said that. I watched a couple videos before I got on here. That guy knew something happened to his channel. And he contacted YouTube and because it wasn't showing on his channel. When he contacted YouTube and talked to support, it showed the next day. It showed up on his channel. One or more of your videos. Well, y'all, I'm simply telling you, they can take it down. And believe me, they can take a video down because I've had some took down. Like, everybody don't exactly understand the music thing. Some channels, some artists will let you use their music. And they make the money. And then there's some artists that won't let you use their music. There ain't nothing stopping you from making a copy of their music and put the drums to it or whatever, you know. Ain't nothing stopping you from uploading a video made from, but like if they ain't giving you permission, they'll know it quick and they'll take that video down and give you a strike on your channel. I've got a strike on Tammy's channel now from a video I made in 2017. No, it's from bots clicking ads, Helen. It ain't nothing the people doing. It ain't nothing I done. And I mean, I don't even know enough about that part to know. But like, see, these videos that we make, they can be embedded on websites. I've seen several of my videos embedded on websites. But like, if they play that video, I'll still get the credit. The people that make the videos, even if it is on a website, you play it on their website, I'll still get the credit for that video. But like the Eagles, you can't use none of their music. And even, and this was about crazy, even if it was all right then, you had permission to do it then. And you'll know if you got permission. If they leave it up, you got permission. But you also can go look, like, and see if you see somebody doing a drum cover or something, do it. And then you know they will let people use their music. But if somewhere along the way they decide that they don't want nobody sharing their music, they can do a claim and YouTube would take that video down and give you a strike. So it can be okay today and not okay tomorrow. It's really about best to kind of stay away from that music. So who is using the bots? Hey, Ellen, I don't really know enough about it, but I don't. Very little do I know about it, Ellen. But like, you can buy views outside the United States, and they can make your. I don't know how they do it. They must have thousands of servers, and they'll play that video to 80%, and that can be them two words. But you can legally do it on YouTube, through YouTube, and it's called promoting. But like, I mean, it's like bots clicking the ads. It's not a real person that's doing it. And like I say, I don't know how they do that, but because like I ain't never done that. I have promoted a video on YouTube before. No, it ain't. No, boy, man, and this is a big thing, boy. Like, you wouldn't believe how big this is. And, I mean, see that man there, he got it done to him. Look at his subscribers and look at his views. I say, hey, throttle you back, man. And the good news is my channel is coming up. Like in just like 2 or 3 days, everything across the board, and I got rid of them 2 words there. I ain't want to say that too much, y'all. But across the board, everything is going up. Now, I'm gonna tell you something now. It's real disheartening to get on here and make videos and you are going backwards. And when you get hit with that right there, you're going backwards. I'm talking about, even with me making videos like what I've been doing, my money was going downhill. Even no more views and stuff than what I'm getting. My money was going downhill. And I looked a while ago because I wasn't going to make a video tonight. But about 30 minutes before I decided to go live, I looked at it. See, when I made that video the other day, I'm kind of lucky I done it. But I was showing what my views for the month was. It was showing my watch time hours and the money and the subscribers. When I made that video, there's a picture of it. I went and looked at that picture, and then I looked at my stats on here. And all the numbers have went up. And it's all been going down. Because of them 2 words right there. I said, man, need to quit, If you're going backwards. And just to let you know, uh, my revenue ought to be half of what Tammy's is. At least about half. Now that Tammy's channels, it's been worked on, and she gets super chats, and her views is more and everything. But mine was just going downhill on this channel. And me getting on here making, quite a few videos. Just everything going down, boy. It'll have you think about just quitting. Hey, man, when you're doing all you can do, and nothing you doing ain't working, you would think about quitting too. And a lot of people do. Okay, Thelma, good night. Yeah, you think about quitting too. And then I don't know how many videos I got on this channel, but that's kind of another thing too. What happens with your old videos? They're still getting views. Oh, they don't make the full money like they used to. Y'all know what Mr. T said? Everything's wrecked. You know, Grandma's got, man, she's got some hellacious edited videos like this, proven good, you know. If she were to go a couple of years, she could probably float 3 or 4 years, you know. But like, it's like the Titanic sinking. It don't takes everybody a pretty good while to realize it's sinking. Most people quit. And you know me, y'all, I know from the stats and everything, like, I know my videos are on here are real good. The average view duration is real good. Unbelievable. But like, I was going down. Down, down, down. And like, I get on here. Hey, I understand it ain't for everybody. Because I swear once in a while and stuff like that. I do try to watch that. I know it ain't for everybody. But there's a demand. You won't hardly see channels like this right here. You just don't hardly see them. But maybe YouTube might let me spread my wings a little bit. Where I was being held back. And these people with them 2 words, they being held back. And it's that bad too. It's that bad. Oh, I do know that if they ain't holding me by my ankles, I know there's a lot of people that would love to come in here and listen at night. There's a lot of us people, y'all, that stay up at night. There's a lot. And I know that they would come in there It's a big world. And then, I mean, you got people that's bored, You got people that's like just looking at chat, talking, and and let's be honest, y'all, it's not very interesting. And I kind of talk about real life stuff. And like I say, I know it ain't for everybody, but I know there's a demand. They just got to let me fly, man. They got to let me get out there. Quit holding me down. I know sometimes y'all get quiet on chat, but I know that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing in a bad way. You just sit there saying like, oh no, Danny. Oh no, I just wait a minute and chat when you start talking about pickles. Like, I mean, you're listening. That's the main thing. Tammy's actually doing pretty good, y'all. Just listening. Yeah, I know, Helen. I know y'all are. I know everybody's just kind of listening. And you ain't really, the good thing about it is you ain't really got to watch. That's, but they've definitely changed the algorithm on YouTube. And I'm not doing what they are doing. And I mean, there ain't nobody saying do this. I just figured it out. I promise you. I figured it out. I'm not doing like that. But maybe that might hit my channel, you know, the algorithm. It might, just what I'm doing may, it may hit my channel. I don't know. We just had to wait and see. I mean, if what I'm doing ain't working, I'll quit and start doing something else. Well, like, you know, uh, you know, like try to understand, y'all. If you ain't getting no super chats or nothing, and I mean, you are just completely wasting your time. It matters. Your heart won't let you do it, man. You have an easy, peaceful voice, and I love to listen to you. Thank you, Yolanda. I love you being in here. I kind of, when I do these lives, y'all, You don't know it, but I kind of pay for them. Because when I get off, my mind's still working pretty hard. And I'm remembering what I said. I'm remembering what I didn't say. Like, dog, man, I meant to tell y'all this. You know what? I forgot to tell y'all last night. On my live last night, I told you I went over to a woman's house and put an antenna up. And I told you, like, it was in real hot. It's 100 degrees. And she's living in a trailer. Had air conditioning, but it wasn't running. It'd think of him. Most beautiful woman in the world. There was something I forgot to tell y'all about that, y'all. I told her, run that air conditioner, I'd pay the light bill. I was making some money then. I was making some money on YouTube too. And I was making, a bunch of money on them antennas, selling them, and man, look here. Pile of money. Pile of money. I took that antenna over to her free. I found out she couldn't watch TV. It was an elder woman. But I found out they had a bunch of these. I don't know if it was VCR or DVDs. They're just watching the same movies over and over. And I found out she was doing that. And I took an antenna over there to her. She didn't call me to go put no antenna up. I'm doing quite a bit of that. Like some of them people that don't like me. Even old mean Danny took several people antennas and put them up. People that didn't have the money to pay for it. They called me up and asked me how much it was to come put one up. I said, well, I'm saving my money. But whenever I get the money, I'm going to call you back and let you come pick me one up. I said, well, how much money have you got? Almost always dealing with women, almost always. I got $100. So you already know what I'm fitting to say? I said, well, I'll come on over there. Taking me a sip of coffee there, y'all. I said, you give me the $100. I said, you can give me more next month. I said, now, if you don't pay me now, I'm going to come back and get the antenna. 100% paid, y'all. Nobody beat me. I done that with a good many people. $100% paid. I didn't go out to repossess nobody's antenna. They and I mean they'll bring the money to you too. They'll bring it to you. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, y'all. There was a woman the other day that's kind of aggravated me. I don't like to see people get took advantage of. Tammy went and got her hair cut and dyed or something or other, you know. Woman called her up the next day and said, "Oh, I washed the check you gave me. I washed it in the washing machine and I want to know if you'll bring me another check." And y'all like I'm hell, you know. Next day, Tim said, I said, "Where you going?" She said, "I'm going to take this woman a check." I said, "Why you got to take her the damn check? Why you got to be running over yonder to take her a check?" Look like to me, she ought to come get the money. I didn't lay down on Tammy about it. I didn't lay down on her about it, you know, because, and I bring her another check. Lee, quit what you doing and go get in your car in 100 degrees and go take her another check to her shop. I say, if the woman want another check, she need to drive out here and get it. Or mail her the check. Well, I'm talking about bring me the check, bring me another check. I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably wouldn't have done it. Not just assuming I just get my truck and drive over there to give them another check. Like, who made her queen? I want something from you, I go to you. You want something from me, you come to me. Hey, y'all, it's getting kind of late. I want to thank that pretty lady for sending me that $50 super chat. It does matter in my mind. In my mind, it matters. I promise you. It matters. Like, hey, maybe my channel can start making money now that I got that. Them 2 words got that fixed. I mean, if you're doing all you can do, I did think of something else to tell y'all. If you're doing all you can do, man, you're going backwards. I'm telling you, it'll do something to you. Then you don't stay up all night. Hey, I'll be up all night anyway, you know. I'll just start watching TV or something. When I'm about to run out of stuff to say, and I don't want to just, I don't, I kind of don't get on here unless I have something to say, you know. But, wow. Steven called me up. Let's see, I don't know, a week or so ago. And, Bentley said, Granddad, he was talking about the track and everything, you know, like that running that track. And how fast he done it. And I said, your daddy was real fast. And I was saying that I was real fast. And I was, y'all. Me and Stephen both was fast. I don't mean like fast as in the classroom. I'm talking about like right there at the top of the school, you know, of everybody in the school. Stephen said, hey, I'll call you back in a minute. I got to get out of the truck. I'll call you back in a minute. He didn't ever call back. I sat there and thought about it a few minutes, what I told Bentley. I tried to call him back. After about 30 minutes, I thought about what I said, like the same way I do about these videos. I thought about what I said. I called him. He didn't answer. He called me back about 30 or 45 minutes later. And I said, son, when I was talking to you, I said, I'm not like trying to make it sound like your daddy was greater than you or I was greater than you. He said, I didn't think that. I said, son, what I was saying was, you got good blood in you. You know, good genes. I said, that's why you're fast. You can run 4 miles in 20, I think 28 minutes. And he's still young, you know. But I was getting over to him, you know, like, you don't want to make it sound like we was greater than him. I didn't want it to sound like. I was just simply telling him, you got good blood. Told him how proud I was of him and talked to him a few more minutes about everything else. Hey, thank you, Pamela. Thank you very much, Pamela. Hey, y'all. I do appreciate that, boy. Boy, don't think that don't help my heart now. 'Cause my heart wasn't very good. That's the reason I get on here and be ill sometimes. Then I made that video, like put it on Danny S. Hodges' channel, knowing it ain't gonna do nothing. The people that really need to know is never gonna see it. If it takes off and goes, I'll let y'all know. I'm keeping an eye on it, but not too much right now. But they usually don't take off from the word go. We'll just have to see, you know, what it does. But if it takes off and goes, Danny, thank you for your time. Enjoyed this live. Going back to what I missed. Well, y'all, that means a lot to me. The Super Chat, you know, he hate to know you. What you're doing is going backwards. You're doing everything. All the know-how you got is right here. Now it's going backwards. Like, in kind of the way I look at it, y'all, is how can I be telling Tammy anything? How can I be telling Stephen? How can I be telling anybody anything? And my channel going the other way. Just as hard as it could go. That's why I was like on there the other day, y'all talking about, like, I don't know nothing. What I thought I know is worthless. So once again, y'all, I want to thank these two special ladies. Give me a super chat. I want to thank the silent viewers. It's got a pretty good crowd tonight. I want to thank everybody for everything. We'll get back on here, y'all. We'll get on here and talk. Shoot the bull. We'll do it again, y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Bye-bye.